Greetings! If you're not living under a rock, I'm sure you must have heard about the news that two billionaires just had a trip to space, Richard Branson and Jeff Bezos. So, in today's episode, we'll take a look into the space tourism industry and what it really means for us. It was the 90s. Russian company Mir Corp had a joint venture with American space company Space Adventures Limited. Now, they had a space station named Mir. Mir is a very vast topic, so we'll skip that part for this video. So now Mir was in its last days, but it needed some money for maintenance and repairs. In order to generate money, Mir Corp decided to sell these tickets to the Mir station, and Dennis Tito bought it, making him the first space tourist. That put him in the pages of history. Soon billionaires started showing interest. Mark Shuttleworth became the second person to go to space as a space tourist in 2002. He was followed by Gregory Olson in 2005. Then Anousheh Ansari became the fourth and the first female space tourist. Charles Simeone, Richard Garriott, and the list goes on and on. Are you getting my point? So, if Branson and Bezos aren't the first ones to visit the space as space tourists, why is this event celebrated as moon landing? And why does it even matter? Peter Diamandis, a Greek-American engineer, he came up with this idea of X Prize. It was a space competition in which teams had to design a reusable crewed spacecraft for which the foundation was offering a prize of 10 million US dollars.
The first civilian pilot to ever cross the boundary of space in a completely privately funded vehicle.
On October 4, 2004, Spaceship One, funded by Virgin Galactic, funded by Virgin Galactic and designed by American engineer Burt Rutan of Scaled Composites, won the X Prize, and in doing so, ushered in a new era of commercial crewed spaceflight and space tourism.
Successful flight for Spaceship
They won a
and the privately
$10
built
million
Spaceship One
prize.
suborbital
spacecraft rocketed into space.
By now we know how space tourism began, and that Virgin Galactic had its start in Ansari X Prize. Later it took Virgin Galactic 17 years to figure out a safe and commercially ready spacecraft until recently, on 11th July 2021, Branson, along with his crew, went for a suborbital flight of about 88 kilometers. Let me tell you something about Kármán line. Kármán line is an imaginary line in space about 100 kilometers from where space officially begins. And Branson went just 88 kilometers. So can it be counted as a space flight? Well, in his defense, NASA considers 80 kilometers as official boundary from where the space starts. The carrier plane is known as VMS Eve, named after Branson's mother, and the plane, which had astronauts in it, is called as VSS Unity. The concept here is simple. The VSS Unity is strapped to VSS Eve. They fly to about 50,000 feet and Eve drops Unity. Unity then fires up and heads up to space. This is a simple but unique idea as opposed to the conventional space launch. Bezos had earlier announced his spaceflight on 20th July with his new Shepard launch vehicle, which is vertical takeoff and vertical landing launch vehicle designed by Blue Origin, which also happens to be his own company. Now, why 20th of July, you ask? Well, on 20th of July 1969, Apollo lunar module Eagle landed on the moon for the first time, and Neil Armstrong became the first person to step on the moon. So this has had some historical significance. So total flight duration was roughly 11 minutes and they returned safely, making 82-year-old Funk as the oldest and 18-year-old Damon as the youngest person in space. Well, if you ask me, in my opinion, Virgin Galactic is a better design. I mean, think about it. It is a space plane. You can land it anywhere on a runway, practically in every major city on Earth, compared to Blue Origin, which has a rocket design which needs a special launch vehicle. as good as it may look and sound to you, but you will be surprised to know the pollution causing potential of these space tourism flights. According to a study published by Geophysical Research Letters, a simulated 1000 suborbital flights could release as high as 600 tons of black carbon in stratosphere. Now this is enough to increase the temperature of tropics by 0.4 degrees Celsius and that of the poles by about 1 degree Celsius. Blue Origin, however, claims that New Shepard has minimal impact on ozone layer, but it's just a matter of time. All I'm saying is not everyone of us will afford the flight, but the point to be noted is that the pollution will be shared by everyone on this planet. But then again, as they say, with every technological advance comes a price that we pay. You will be surprised to know that about 600 people have reserved $250,000 worth ticket to fly to space with Virgin Galactic, including celebrities like Tom Hanks, Leo DiCaprio, Justin Bieber, and Lady Gaga, just to name a few. Now we can expect a price drop once this gets popular. Maybe in the next 15, 20, 25 years, we may even see that the space tourism will become as common as air travel that we are used to today.
To the next generation of dreamers, if we can do this, just imagine what you can do.
If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you share this with your friends. See you with a new topic in a new episode. Until then, live long and prosper.
Today was a fine day for science.